Appreciate having visitors and all here tonight. Glad to have y'all. Okay, if you look, and I have a motion that we approve October 9 regular session council minutes. Make a motion. I have a second.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise. All right, the approval of the October 24th, 2012 call council meeting minutes. I have a motion that they be accepted and printed.
So.
Okay, second? Okay. Shirley, take your second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise. Okay, Chief Harrison, give us a report, police department, please.
Yes. For the month of October, we had 9 fight calls, 28 traffic stops, 8 traffic accidents, 3 burglaries, 20 ambulance calls, 23 dog calls, 11 domestic violence calls, 37 alarms. And 2 were arrested and 18 traffic citations were issued. It was 2,789 miles to go.
Anybody, council, have any questions, Chief Harrison? Okay. Thank you, Chief. Keep doing good work. Tonight, we have a representative from Costa. Costa. Okay, Costa. You'd like to come up and speak to us?
I'm Elaine Rice. I'm the CASA director for the alcohol circuit. I spoke probably 6 months ago to you guys, or might have been a little longer than that, and I spoke out at the Real Club a few weeks ago. What my message is tonight is to ask for volunteers. What we do is we advocate for children in foster care, and that's what the CASA stands for, is Court Appointed Special Advocate. And it's a driven program by volunteers in our community. There's over 100 children in foster care in the 5 counties, Berry, Cook, Lanier, Atkinson, and Clinton counties. In Lanier County, we're advocating for 8 or 9 of those children. And what that means exactly is, if someone in your community says, I want to be a CASA volunteer, so we assign them to a child that's in foster care, and they advocate and they look after their best interests. So, out of all your foster children in Lanier County, we're serving 8 or 9 children that actually have a voice in court to say, you know, this is our wishes, and then CASA makes a recommendation based on the facts that our CASA volunteer gathers throughout their journey of making sure that the child's taken care of. So we've just finished up with a volunteer training. We have 2 active CASA volunteers in Lanier County. We have a couple that's inactive, which means that they're not serving children right now. But hopefully, you know, if their situation kind of changes or whatever, they'll come back and be a volunteer for children that need a voice to have in court. Judge Clay Tomlinson is our juvenile judge that hears our cases with CASA. He's very supportive of our program. We have been around for 4 years. Lanier County has been one of the best of our counties that shows us a lot of support in trying to help us get volunteers. Also, we have the playhouse in front of the courthouse that Affinity Homes built this year. Kirby Sappins built it 2 years prior to that, and that helps our CASA program continue to be able to travel the circuit and pay for travel miles, or if a child has something extra that they need, whether it be a special costume for a play, that in the foster home that those budgets aren't allowed to buy that for that child. That is other monies that we use to say, okay, we can buy this for the foster child. So we're actually being able to give back and be able to help children because we are a nonprofit organization, so everything that we do is not charged to anyone. So we are grant-driven and fundraiser-driven, and so we get a lot of support from Lanier County on our playhouse. It will be in the Christmas parade again this year. That's a big highlight. We have a lot of fun doing that, and we bring a lot of recognition for the CASA program to be able to get CASA volunteers. You may be sitting there thinking, I really can't make a difference, and I'm sure that everybody sits there and says, I can't make a difference. But if you can make a difference for one child, if you can help one child go through the system a lot faster and be back into their permanent home, or maybe even go through and being adopted by a great home and have a forever home, then you've made a difference. If I make one difference in a child's life, to me, at the end of my day, I think, wow, I've made a difference today. And that's what it's all about. A lot of people say, well, those aren't my children. They are our children. Because these children will grow up and they will become adults. So the fact is that you can help them become citizens just like my children has been able to grow up in a normal home and be able to graduate college. I still have one more to go, and be able to do that because I've advocated for my children for their best interests. So each child deserves to have a loving home. They deserve to have someone that can look after their best interests. So to me, it's better to give a little bit there and to help them become an adult that can function in this world than it is for a child to become a criminal when they become an adult. Just like Jeff was talking about, he has domestic violence that he goes into the home. Well, if there's a child there and there's a problem, and that child can easily be brought into the foster care system. So with Jeff knowing what we do, then he can kind of understand and know that what we do is for children, to be able to advocate for those children and get them out of those homes that there's domestic violence. And hopefully one day that the parents will kind of go through some domestic violence training or some kind of anger management training through DFACS and be able to get their children back. So that's what you want, is your children to go back to their home if it's possible and if it's a safe place to go. So I just kind of present to you today, if you're interested in becoming a CASA volunteer, I also challenge you to ask somebody else to become a CASA volunteer. We will have a January class. We just finished up with one class with 6 in it, so that means that we can serve 6 more families. And we're serving 48% of our children throughout the circuit. Our mission for the CASA program is to serve 100% of the children, because it's kind of hard to pick and choose who gets a voice and who doesn't get a voice. So we do need volunteers. If it's not a fit for you, maybe you could help us in other ways by helping us with fundraisers, or you may want to serve on our CASA advisory board. You may know someone that would like to become a CASA volunteer. So there's just many different ways that you can help. So that's just kind of what I'll leave with you tonight, is to say I'd like to help some kind of way as a CASA volunteer in some type of capacity. So do we have any questions about what we do? And this is a program that's for all 5 counties, even though we're housed in Marion County. We travel the circuit. We come over here and we serve children. We train people. We're very active over in Lanier County because each child in all 5 counties is part of what we do, and that we advocate for those children.
Where do you get the 40 hours of training?
40 hours of training is like, for example, the last training we just did, we did it on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights for 5 weeks, and we had it over at the Collaborative. But if we had enough Lanier County people, we would do it here. I'm one of the instructors, and I've been trained by Georgia CASA to do this. My assistant, Evelyn Fox, she also does the training. So we do that for 5 weeks, so that's 30 hours of classroom training. And then there's 10 hours of court observation. We actually go into the courtroom and hear cases, and you actually wear it, and you see our CASA volunteers with their report that they give to the judge and to the attorneys and everybody that is involved. So that's for you 40 hours. And once you get your 40 hours of training, you're sworn in by Judge Clay Tomlinson, and so you're a part of the courts. You're part of that child's case. And then once a year, you have to do 12 hours of in-service training just to kind of keep you up to date with different laws that may have changed based on children. Any other questions?
What other hours is it between the day and night?
In January, what we've done is most of the time we do afternoon classes, like from 5:30 to 8:30. For the January class, I think it's January the 15th, we're going to do like a day training. So for people that maybe couldn't come at night, but they're interested in a day training. So in January, we'll do like from 9 to 12 for 5 weeks. And so that's kind of capture people that can't come at night. So that's what we're doing in January. I gave you guys a brochure, and on the back of it's my phone number, also my email. If you're interested in becoming a volunteer, if we had 5 or 6 people here in Lanier County, and we have done this already, we come over here and train. We were up at the computer Zoom. I'm sure there'll be a library or some someone would let us use a room to train volunteers.
You're welcome to sell tickets in the audience now. I've already bought some from you.
Thank you, Mr. Darcy. Yes, you have. So,
Y'all, divvy up some, buy some tickets. The little house up there, it's a good, goes to a good cause.
Pam Bender, no, Joyce Weldon won it last year, the year before. Pam Bender won the little playhouse, and they put a lot of work into it. So, the Chamber has got tickets. They're helping us sell tickets. The Lions Club is also helping us sell tickets. Farmers Emergency Bank is helping us sell tickets. Lanier County Family Connection, which Amy Lawless, she serves on our cost advisory board. She's also selling tickets. So if you don't want to buy tickets from me tonight, please see someone and go see Sharon. How easy would that be to walk in the bank and say, hey, I need to buy some Playhouse tickets? So if you could, that would be a great way that you could support our CASA program. Any other questions? If you need any more information, if you will, just email me or call me, and we can sit down and chat and talk about you becoming a CASA volunteer or how you can help us. I appreciate your time so much. It was good to see some people I haven't seen in a long time. Thank you, Mr. Darcy.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Y'all don't forget to buy some tickets, help them out. Sandy Sanders, Executive Director of Lakeland, Lanier County Chamber of Commerce, going to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you for letting me come back again. Share with you a few things. Last month, I believe, we talked about our bike trail, mountain bike trail that we opened last month. And I wanted to thank you for the support that we got, fire department, police department, everyone, in helping with that and everybody on our committee and chief. Appreciate that very much. I talked to you too that we were wanting to expand and apply for a state grant through DNR, and we need to go through the city to do that. And the Regional Development Center has prepared a resolution that I'll leave with Diane. Our application has to be in by November 30th. I wanted to remind you again about the Georgia Tourism Resource Team that will be here November 28th through 30th. And we will have an interview time. We will be asking some of you to come in the afternoon of the 29th and talk to us about our county on the tourism side, like just a lot of things that you may not even think is tourism, that we would like to include you in that. And there will be a reception that evening at the Creek Center, and community reception. Definitely like to have full participation from the mayor and council at that. Remind you also about the Christmas parade, the tree lighting that is on 6 p.m. December the 6th. And again, Diane and the chief are on that, and they've already started working and helping us with that. And this year we have the theme is Candyland, which gives people the opportunity to do the toy kind of thing, or some type of Candyland. But that is also the candy cane that has a religious emphasis from the cane, so they can do it either way. But that we're asking also businesses, the governments, the schools, and so forth to decorate their lawns in front of their businesses, or like here, I think y'all have actually chosen to do the city park. Maybe not come up tonight, but that's is a great addition to our downtown, and that really adds to all the festivities and the lights and accomplishments with the city park. We appreciate you very much. Thank you for
we pay 100%, but only get 80 back, is that correct?
Get 80 back, and we're already putting that 20 in what we've done already on the first part of this is a connected trail. Because we're gonna go, we talked about it in the very beginning, go under the bridge and behind the oxidation farm, that property the city has there, to give it an intermediate, eventually, hopefully, it'll connect all the way to St. Pat. This next part, and, but we're gonna use our, they're working out so that we have enough in-kind and, donations already to go to the Okay, questions? Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Chief Jones, somebody give a report, please.
Okay, October, fire department answered 21 calls, 5 of the 21 were EMS calls. The city had 4 of the 21, and only 1 of the 4 paid. Paid at $580 for the month. No repairs going on. Only other thing we got going on is just 2 things. The Lakeland Fire Department, y'all know they opened up the bike trail. So the Lakeland Fire Department is going to use their fundraising money to purchase a wheel stretcher. If somebody gets on the backside of that bike trail and gets hurt, it's going to be hard to get them out of there. I think a wheel stretcher that has one single pneumatic wheel in the center. It's made just for that, and we're going to purchase it.
Is that what a real stretching?
It's kind of a neat little rig, but it's built, I mean, they ain't never drove somebody out in the woods on a regular stretcher, it's practically impossible. So we plan on buying one of those. In case we don't never need it, but in case we do, we'll have it. It don't cost them. We're going to do it with our own funds.
That'll be good.
Only other thing going on, I've been following what's going on down here with the dig, helping any way I can. The only thing I noticed on the map, the new fence y'all put up is great. Problem is, it cut me off from accessing the building on that side because the pond is too close to the fence. If they put the fence that contract recommended down there around that unit, it's going to cut me off completely. I talked to Billy, talked to them, and they said, well, actually, Billy said, all we need is just a fence right around the unit. So when it comes to that time, y'all kind of work with that. I know they gave a bid price for a 40 by 40 fence, and they probably have to adjust that. But we need to make it as small as we can so I can still access the rear of the building.
Well, now, I put you in charge of putting that fence up down there, remember?
Yeah, the other fence is fine,
Okay.
it's just, and something else I want to bring up. We can fix that. He's going to have some dirt under there. I told him we could possibly just fill in the edge of that pond enough to where you could drive across. What it is, the pond just gets a little too close to the fence, you can't drive. It's only, I don't know about that thing. But he said, well, I'm going to have some dirt there. I said, well, possibly we can fill in the edge of the pond right there till we can drive across.
That'd be fine. See, Jerry Sanders or Mayo needs to take the back over the excavator where he needs
Well, that's what
to.
he said, you just take it back over.
You in charge of that?
All right. I'll make sure it gets done. When it comes down to putting up that new fence, I'll get it going and see what we do.
And we'll work with that, there'll be a change in the budget, there'll be less fence, we'll do that, just like you want,
Save a little money.
okay?
Yeah, just in case we have to get back there with that big generator with a truck loaded or something, we gotta be able to get back there. And I'd love to get my shovel back up back there somewhere, but I'm going to do what we do. But we'll have it. Any questions?
Well, that place is enclosed, so the fire department can use it now,
Yeah, I don't see a problem with they putting the new stuff well out of the way out there, so. We'll probably put our fence, our shovel back over here. We'll do whatever we gotta do.
If you wanted that fence to secure things,
Yeah,
you'll have like the boats.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
things like that.
put our padlocks on the 2 gates down by the pad.
That's
I
right.
don't know if y'all got locks on the rest of them. or not.
Yeah,
We had to let the fence, we had to let the fish people in today. They couldn't put the fish in the pond, and one of the firemen called me, said they can't get in the fence, but I said, take our keys and go let them in our gate on the other end, and they can drive around, so they did that.
Good. I bet they were glad to see the fence up, wasn't
I think they put 2,600 fish in it or something.
they? Good.
Yeah, we took care of it.
We need to make sure BJ goes to feed them, Diane. That's good. Mayor Pro Tem, Tony Giddens, fines and forfeits report.
Total fines was $4,071. City's portion is $2,404.90.
Sanitation, Shirley Grace, y'all got anything? Yeah, everything's going fine for everybody else. Water and sewer report, they, of course, we got 25,000 on the endangered, and I spoke to Commissioner Beatty about it and thanked him for it Thursday night at a little reception. And the state of Georgia has been receiving $60 million from CDBG. It got cut back to 38 million. Well, we got nearly 500,000 for the sewer project that we're fixing to bid on. Plus we got this 25,000. There's 537 cities in the state of Georgia. So we more than got our share. I told him how much we appreciated it and appreciated him looking out for Lakeland, Georgia. And the people really appreciate what he's done to give us money for the water system and the sewer system. Street report, Grace, y'all got anything on the streets?
I see what it's working on,
Merle Street. Okay. We've been waiting on the Caterpillar place to get our roller fixed. I had Jerry to run estimates on the streets over there where they've been putting in the new sewer lines and all. It's going to cost us approximately $50,000 in asphalt. So as splash funds come in and we'll be working on those streets when they get through. Because I know all the councils have complaints on them, but I've been over there and I got complaints too. It's a mess. We will be repaving those streets when they're through. And they shouldn't have to dig them up because we got new water and sewer in that section of town. Administrative report. Diane, you got anything you want to say on administrative report?
Yes, this month we set up ACH debit with Farmers and Merchants Bank where we can give applications to folks that want to have their water bill taken directly out of their checking account. They want to pay it that way.
There's no cost to the,
if they want to do what?
Pay their water bill directly out of their checking account each month.
in other words, if your water bill is $37.50 on a certain day of the month, she will send a voucher to the F&M bank and automatically pays us, takes it out of your checking account. Tony, that'll help some people that you would want to put it on.
It's all done online, so once I submit it one day, it comes out of the account the next day into our water and sewer account.
I do a lot of my electrical bills and things like that, just automatic pay. Okay, number 7, approval of the October 2012 accounts payable. So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any questions about any of them? Okay, everybody in favor say aye. And likewise, motion carried. Anybody in the audience got a comment they'd like to make, say anything to you?
I have one more thing to bring up real quick I forgot about. Y'all know how rumors doing lately. We got a rumor got back to me that there was a problem with the helicopters landing. Firemen was crazy, didn't know what they was doing, yada, 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 you know how it is. So I said, well, if there's a problem, they trained us, so I want to know what's, if there's a problem, we got to fix it. So contacted Scott Mosley, He checked, he said, I'll check into it. He checked back for the last 7 landings. And he says, I have no reports of a problem with Lanier County. So if any of y'all get a rumor that we don't know what we do, and apparently we do. So, I mean, you know how rumors float around Lakeland, and I just said, I don't like rumors. So, but he said, I have no problems with the landings, everything's been fine. And matter of fact, they just landed a couple, 3 weeks ago for another training class for the new people that was in the EMT. They gave them some training. And I asked him about the fence, and he said, it's no problem. The fence is 50 feet from the pad, and it's supposed to be 100. And he said, it's really not a problem. So we ain't got a problem with the fence. So, but anyhow, if y'all hear rumors about y'all about the land, apparently we know.
I had somebody complaining to me about it, and I told them to go see you.
Well, it-
Now, what the complaint was, is there was too many fire trucks sitting down there with too many lights going, that it messed him up as to where he needed to land.
Yeah, I asked him about that. He said, no, he said, cause we asked him, said, what about the trucks, are they positioned properly? And he said, as long as your headlights are off, it don't matter how many flashing lights are going. He said, we got no bottles. What it is, they were night vision. He says, it's the bright white lights and the blinding. But he said, as far as flashing lights, no problem with flashing lights. He said, just make sure your headlights are off. Don't have anything aiming up.
The fellow talking to me was down there when he landed, so he said,
Yeah.
said a helicopter man got out and went over and told him, and I said, you'll tell Gary Young, that's their
Right.
department.
Well, it got back to me. But I checked with him, he said they were no problem. So, he
Well, that was
said,
all like I heard.
Yeah. So we made double sure, and he said, as long as there's no white light shining up, we're good. So, but anyhow, if y'all hear that, we can dismiss it.
All right.
Resolution,
Didn't we approve that resolution last month for the county? Did we have to reapprove it?
It asked for a motion
Yeah.
in today's day.
I just glanced.
This is a resolution on the
That's on the,
energy tax reduction.
No, that's on the park, I'm sorry. On the park, to apply for a grant on the bicycle trail.
Oh, okay. I have a motion that we apply for the grant.
So moved.
Do I have a second? Second. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else got a comment, anything? All right, Gary.
Well, everybody else speak. I just wanted to thank the city for picking up my big pile of trash on Boston Street. I cleaned up around my mom's, and
Oh, we meant not to do that.
it didn't sit there very long.
Dang, we're gonna talk to them about that.
But anyhow, Archie and them went around and got it all up, cleaned it up, draped it up, and I bought them a cocoa. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't know who done it, but, it's one of those, basically called grocery, and whoever done it, they caught on my name. And I don't even know what to do with it. And I look, I think it belongs to Family Dollar.
Every now and then, Diane knows this, I ask the city workers to take a truck, ride up and down every street, load them up, carry them back. They come from Fred's and Harvey's and Family Dollar, used to come from Dollar General. I haven't seen much of them since they moved way up here. But you see them everywhere, just pushed in the bushes inside the streets and all. And we do from time to time. BJ does that a lot of times, just rides around. And I told all of them, I said, if y'all ride around, y'all see one just park side the street, put it on a truck, carry it back. You know, that's having to clean the city up. And those buckets are probably pretty expensive too. And they look ugly sitting all around the city.
I was making sure, too much. I'm having company Thanksgiving, I don't think sitting out there right on the corner, you can't see all of that.
Okay. Make a note, tell BJ to go by and get that one.
Call the police.
Martin Luther King. Get Martin Luther King. Anything else? Anybody?
Yes, sir, I'd like to say something.
All right.
Around between Simpson and Talley Street on 6th Street, there's a lot of garbage and trash on the outside of the fence where the little trailer park there. I spoke with the owner of the trailer park. He said that he had no control over the people throwing stuff outside that fence, you know, and I explained to him, you know, that it needed to get picked up. And this is stuff that it's becoming a problem and it looks terrible.
It does look terrible. It does. But under code enforcement, you in charge of that, so enforce it.
I asked Archie, that one big pile out there, I asked him when he picked it up, he said he would. I hope he shouldn't have to do it more.
It's been, I've been around the city 14, 15 years, and it's been ongoing ever since. Anything else? Appreciate y'all coming tonight. If you see anything that needs to be done, let us know. I don't take it as criticism. I take it as thank you.
If I got one thing, Mr. Mayor. Well, Lakeland, in my travels in Lakeland, maybe the code enforcement guy may have seen it, it just came to my thought. There's several stop signs in Lakeland that are severely faded that needs to be replaced. One in particular is not too far from Mr. Willie Frank's house, where Mayor Hunter's brother lives on that corner. There's several signs in that area.
On 10th Street.
Stop signs, yes, you can barely see if they're so figured out. I would hope you guys replace it because that is a liability for the city as well, and a safety issue for our citizens. They definitely need replaced.
Write a note down there to Jerry Sanders, he's in charge of that. Thank you, that's what I like. Things need to be done, tell us. We don't take it as criticism, we take it as the community working together. Instead of talking about it at the coffee shop or the table, tell us.